Hey everybody, it's Tom. It's Wednesday, July, that's a joke, October 26th. Happy birthday, Tommy Shoe, I believe. If I remember right. Happy birthday, buddy. Anyway, today, among other things, we had more Lincoln issues, and I believe we finally got it fixed. Of course, I've thought that several times. But out of it came a situation that kind of got my blood boiling. So here, let's have a look at it. Alright, these are my bills on the Lincoln. I keep a folder for all my cars. This is all the money that I spent on the Lincoln since I bought it. I've had it for, I think, almost 4 years. This is the first time our rear end had some, or our front end had some issues. Let's see if we can get this so we can read it. Okay, I had a chemical flush done on my transmissions. I don't know if you guys, anybody who drives a Ford with an overdrive in it, if you're going down the road, when you're going down the road with an automatic overdrive on a Ford, as the transmission wears and it gets older, it gets some miles on it, as it slides into or shifts into overdrive, so it'll start developing a little bit of a stutter. It's just like a ripple, and you can feel it in the seat of your pants. If your vehicle's doing that, you can take it and get a chemical flush done. I don't know what kind of chemicals they use, but you get a chemical flush done and it'll cure that. Anyway, so we had our chemical flush. That was $120. I put new stabilizer links in the front. That was $100. And then here's where it gets good. Install control arm and strut rod bushings. Okay, $200. My bill that day was $420. Okay, so Precision Alignment over in Middletown, which this guy, first of all, let me finish up. This is called Mark's Affordable. This Mark guy, I've known him for a long time. I don't know him personally, know him as a mechanic. I've referred a lot of people to him. I always thought he was a pretty good mechanic. He is an excellent transmission man, by far. That's his expertise, okay? So, and it may have been a little bit of my fault for giving a suspension job to a transmission man. Okay, now let's go over here. This is Precision Alignment. Guy's name is Bruce Seward. Top-notch guy. Big drag racing guy. I don't think he races anymore. He's older. But he still has his own shop. It's out there at his house, and real nice place. Lots of drag racing stuff on the walls and stuff, and pictures of him. And he raced rails, but and stuff like that. But I don't think it was anything like the top-notch stuff. So anyway, we went out there to get our alignment, and here's what we found out. He charged me $65 for the alignment, and let's check it out. We had inner tie rods. Okay, I didn't even know where these were on the car. I asked him, and they are inside the boot that protects the rod coming out of the rack. The rod that the tie rod end is right there coming out of the rack, okay, and they're inside of a boot, which is why I guess I couldn't see them. And let me tell you, whoever supplied the parts, they're proud of them at $145 for a pair. But we got that done. I guess they were really bad. Now look what we got here. Lower strut bushings at the control arm. What the hell? Okay. This is March 17th, 2011 at Mark's Affordable. Control arm and strut rod bushings. Okay, I could be stupid, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm upset over nothing. I don't know, but isn't the control arm, aren't we looking at the same thing here, guys? Lower strut bushings at the control arm. Well, I thought I already got new control arm bushings and strut rod bushings. It says here control arm, strut rod bushing. What we got here? Lower strut bushings at the control arm. It's the same damn thing. Has to be. So, yeah. I'm a little miffed about the whole deal, because I thought I had new strut arm bushings, and it also says right here installed control arm and strut rod bushings. Well, the strut arm runs up to the control arm, if I'm not mistaken. If I am, please let me know. But I'm feeling like old Mark over here has shoved it in my ass and broke it off. Wow. 450.13 today. So I guess if the vehicle is truly fixed, of course, after we got it fixed here, it felt pretty good. And then after a while, it just slowly went back into its thing. I rarely drive the car, you know, in the middle of the summer. Lisa comes up to me and says, I think my car's driving funny. Well, it felt pretty much the same to me. And I got underneath of it. I saw the strut arm bushings at the front, you know. I assume the guy put the bushings in at the control arm also, because that's what it states. Install control arm and strut rod bushings. So I'm a little upset, I think, over this. It's still not a bad deal. Driven the car be 4 years, I think, in March or April. And what are you doing on that car, Howie? Howie, get down. Get down. You ain't allowed on a car. Now go on, get down. Move it. Move it. Get down. Go on. Go on. Move it. They know they ain't allowed on the car. So anyway, I'm just a little upset about that. And I went to put this bill in the folder and saw that, looked at it, because, you know, it said lower strut bushing. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's two different names there and I'm just not seeing it. I don't know. But oh well. Thought I'd share that with you guys. If anybody drives any of those big Continentals, You know, your bushings in the front end just go bad. You know, the vehicle's heavy. It's very nose heavy, and it's just something that has to be maintained on them. If you get in one and the steering is all funny and all that stuff, it probably needs strut arm bushings, strut rod bushings, and control arm bushings. Strut arm bushings, strut rod bushings, and strut rod bushings at the control arm, where it all hooks up. So I probably have some video underneath there, and if I fish through that and see an old bushing there at the control arm on the strut rod, I think I'm gonna have to go see my friend Mark. We may not be friends very much longer after that, but anyway, that's that. And just want to let everybody know, I believe we have the mechanical front end parts of the Lincoln fixed. My wife said it drives better than it ever has before, so I haven't driven it yet. So next is the idiot lights. Well, very next thing I'm going to do is get it painted, and we'll go from there. Alright, that's what I have on the Lincoln. That's the update, and there's probably going to be a little bit more to come. Thanks, guys.